Good morning, Hexagon. Today is April 12th. Let me first greet you all. Happy Resurrection Sunday. I wish you well, and I wish that your family is well at this time that you're watching this video. If you have any family members, relatives, loved ones who are sick at this time, I wish them well, and I pray that God will provide healing to them at the soonest possible time. If you have any family members, loved ones, or relatives who are out in the front line, please give them my appreciation. Me and my family are praying for them every day. Today marks the 26th day of our quarantine. Time really flies so fast. It was just like yesterday when the government ordered everyone to stay at home. And now, it's almost a month that we are quarantined at home. And I've been chatting with some of the people at work. Some have adopted more quickly than others. I personally took a while before I got used to working at home. I'm speaking to you today because I wanted to give you some encouragement and hope. During this time, I believe that all of us experience the same feeling, the same emotion, and that is fear. Fear is a very powerful emotion. It can control us, it can overwhelm us, it can push us to making decisions that we may regret later on. Coming to this crisis, it's very normal for everyone to feel that fear because there were a lot of uncertainties ahead of us. We were forced to act a certain manner that we weren't prepared of. Now there's two levels of fear that I've experienced during these past weeks. First is a surface level fear. And this fear is the fear about loss, economic loss, financial loss, the fear of not being able to provide, the fear that plans are not going to be executed anymore because a lot of circumstances already changed for us. And this fear also gripped me for a day or two, not knowing what to expect in the next coming weeks, not knowing how to react, not knowing how to coordinate with the banks. I've been thinking about our customers. I've been thinking about our employees especially. And me and the management team are doing our best that we can to make sure that we will provide for everyone during this time, and also that we will be able to outlast this crisis. At this time, it's not very easy as there's still a lot of uncertainties every day. As we look at the news, the numbers are not yet improving, not only in the Philippines but globally. And so small amounts of fear still come in every day. Thinking about the next week, the next month, or at least even the rest of the year. And I would say that you probably have your own surface level fears as well. Probably where to buy food the next meal, maybe for your sick relatives or friends or family or elders. Perhaps thinking about relatives and family members in another area, providing for them. I totally understand, and I hope that you would trust us the same, that we will do our best to make sure that every Hexagon employee is provided for during this time. Now there's another level of fear, which I call the deep fear, that all of us also underwent. And I would say that I would suggest that the deepest fear that we all have is the fear of death. Confronting this coronavirus, they all say that this is like a common flu, but this virus is stronger than the flu. We all know that when you get in touch with this virus, there's a risk of death. And I believe that even though probably we haven't been talking about it or you haven't shared it to anyone, that is a deep fear that you have in your heart. That is something that you are afraid of, that you wanted to avoid, and that you have no control of, that we have no solution for. And even as I speak to you today, global companies from all around the world, from China, from the US, from the Europe, the race is on to find the cure and the vaccine to this virus, because we all know that there is no solution for death. And that kind of fear also can grip us and can make us disabled. And I thought about Resurrection Sunday. Today we are celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Now, many of us know that story. We are a Catholic country, and we know how Jesus suffered and how he rose again from the dead. All of us celebrate birthdays. We remember and commemorate death anniversaries. But only Jesus is celebrating resurrection. Now, that's something that I believe all of us should consider. Before, there was no solution to death. Jesus already showed and provided for the solution to death. He himself showed everyone that death is already conquered. And that is the story of Resurrection Sunday. That is the story of Holy Week. That is the story of Jesus Christ. Without resurrection, Christianity is nothing. It's just mainly another teaching, maybe another religion. But resurrection proves that he is who he is. And that's something, that's encouragement for us, that's encouragement for you. Now, I wanted to conclude and give you a reading of a passage of God's Word this morning. And the passage is found in the book of Luke, chapter 14, verses 15 to 24. So that's Luke chapter 14, verses 15 to 24. And it's a story about a man who is hosting a party. And he invited people to come to this party. This is a very big banquet, a very big gathering and celebration. And as the party is about to begin, he sent off his servants, reminding all the invited people to come. And when the servant came back, the master was asking, "Where are the people that I invited?" And the servant reported that, "Master, one person that you invited said he just bought a property, and because of that he cannot come. He's busy attending to that property. Another man that you invited, he just bought an ox, and because of that he's also busy and he's not able to attend to this party. Another man that you invited just got married, and so he said he's busy with the post-marriage celebrations, and so he cannot come." And so the man was a bit disappointed and also angry, and so he said to the servant, "Go and invite everyone that you see on the streets everywhere." And so the servant went off and brought people in. Anyone that he saw who wanted to come to the party, they came. And when they came, the servant reported that he invited so much people already. And with that, the master took another evaluation. He looked at the hall and he said, "There's still room for more people." So he sent the servant out again to invite more people. Anyone who wants to come in, come and celebrate. And so the servant did. This morning, I wanted to remind you that God is also inviting you in the same way in this celebration. Resurrection Sunday is not just a tradition. It's not just another celebration that we go through. God is speaking to you this morning. This is a personal invitation to you. He wanted to personally invite you to come and experience Jesus in your life. Some of you already heard this invitation so many times. In fact, you already know what I'm about to say. But even with that, you haven't really experienced the peace that will quench the fear that you have in your heart. The man who already defeated death is inviting you to experience him this morning. It's very simple. Just come. Just come to him and accept the free gift of love that he's giving. And it's saying that from today on, I believe that Jesus is really the Son of God. And from today on, I follow you to be the God of my life. That is the message of Resurrection Sunday. That is the message of God this morning for you. I wish you well again. I hope that you and your family are well during this time. I hope to see you soon in the office. I actually miss everyone, and I just can't wait to see you all again, and hopefully in another month. God bless you. God bless your family.